Hey, I'm Scott, and some picture, huh? Yep, high school, senior picture, 1970. But as you can tell, some looks never go out of style. So if you're doing the mental math right now, and you've come up with my age as being around 47, who am I to argue with you? I spent about the first 13 years of my life in Catholic prison, also known as Catholic elementary school, kindergarten, and Catholic high school. And so went through those 13 years, maturing as a healthy young Catholic. And about the time I hit puberty, like most Catholic boys, I was bursting at the seams. So when we hit that age, and this is honestly, I swear, a true story, we would leave St. Ambrose Elementary School, 7th, 8th grade, so whatever that is, 12, 13 years old. We would walk across the street after school to the 7-Eleven in our little Band-Aid colored uniforms, and we would steal playboys and stick them down the front of our pants and go home and read the articles. So, of course, it only got worse from there. I got into high school, and the hormones were about the only thing I was thinking about. And unlike all of my fellow other cringe cast members, I had no diary at all. Better yet, though, I wrote songs. So songs are really nothing more than pathetically sad poems set to music. I pretty much went through high school and early college years just falling in love with any girl that walked erect and didn't drag her knuckles on the ground. Went out on a few dates. I got a lot of thank you very much, but I'd rather slit my wrist invitations. So I would sit in the student union at the University of New Orleans and write songs. And I ended up, over the course of a year and a half or so, writing about 100 plus songs, of which roughly 95 or 96 are pure shit. These songs really reflected my life at the time, and pretty much the titles kind of say it all. For example, here's one of my favorites, one of my early ones, called Lament. Lying here brings a tear to my lonely eyes. Late at night seems all right to hang your head and cry. When it seems no one cares, makes me want to go home. So, that was one of the happier ones. That was followed up by When at Last I Cry. When at last I cry, don't let my tears bother you when I find what I've waited for so long has fallen through. And there's more, but I don't want you to turn off the channel. Quickly followed by a song entitled, appropriately enough, Losing. Tell me that it isn't real, this feeling that I feel. Tell me that it isn't happening to us, but I know you can't, because it is. I started getting into more epic songs as my songwriting ability and inspirations grew and matured. This one ended up being an entire page, and it's called Nobody Cares. I'm not going to read the lyrics to that. Then I wrote a true epic called The Last Song. Now, that in itself doesn't sound very depressing, but the song is about a guy who is touring, playing guitar on the road, and he's doing a concert, and he looks out among the crowd, and he sees the light fall on an old girlfriend from years ago. And he sings the rest of the song to her. His face lights up, and after the concert is over, she leaves. Wrote a song called Like You, and I have a note here saying I need to read the lyrics, so I guess I should read the lyrics. Because, how bad can a song be it's called Like You? The battle can't be won, what can you say, what can you do? Can't finish what's begun, what can you say, what can you do? Many people cry. Are you seeing a theme here? They don't know what to do. At night I softly sigh, for I am lost without you. Oh, I wish I could find someone like you. Repeat. And then talk about a real shift. This must have been the marijuana kicking in. Old man falls down. Old man falls down, seems to be nothing new, on his face a frown. Perhaps he's lost someone like you. Or maybe he's frowning because he fell down. Day seems awfully long without you, only you. Guess I'll carry on without you, without you. Got into the blues a bit, of course. Wrote the Down and Out blues. You can figure what that was about. But honestly, I did really start maturing as a songwriter. You figure you can't write 100 plus songs and not go somewhere with it. And I started realizing, as we all know, the key to a song that really can hit you here and become a hit is good lyrics. So I really worked on my lyric writing. And here's a song called From My Life. And I'm going to read all the lyrics right now, so hang in there. Here are the lyrics. Gone. Gone. Where did we fail? Where did we fail? You. You. Where did we fail? Where did we fail? Why? Why? Thank you. Hold your applause, please. At some point, I started a list of inspirations, things that inspired the songs. And there was a girl named Peggy that when I was 17 or 18 years old, I was madly in love with. She was, I forget, either the 5th or maybe the 16th girl to dump me. So here are some of the inspirations. My second song is about Peggy. Number 3 was about Peggy. Number 24 was about my Honda 350. I actually had a motorcycle inspire a song. That was one of the happy songs. Number 37, about Peggy. Even 37 songs later, I'm still hung up on this chick. But my feelings started changing because number 48 was for the bitch. Number 49 was about the bitch. And there was one that was truly an epic. Now, if you're my age, you may remember a song by Bob Dylan about the boxer Hurricane Carter, who was arrested by the police. So in the song is called Hurricane. So I wrote a song dealing with everything that was going on in my life at the time called Hurt Me Game. That was about the bitch. It was about several restaurants I worked in at the time in New Orleans, the Hayloft and Steak and Ale. It was about a group that I sang with at the time, Frost. It was 2 girls who had frosted hair. A girl I dated, Kathy, my sister, her boyfriend, et cetera, et cetera. So there were about 12 inspirations in that one song. Song 65, so now we're up to about a year and a half later, The Bitch and the Kid. And then finally, there was a song that was inspired by a little Porsche 914 I wrote, graduating, paying off loans, somebody named Kate, selling dope, and the restaurant I worked in. It was all part of one song. Everything was not horrible. There were a few fun things. I wrote a song called Octangoland, and you're going to see the graphic. It was kind of inspired by Pepperland. If you look at the graphic, you'll see a bunch of weird stuff. And no, I did not do dope back then. Much. You'll see triangular waves around a globular ship. And I'll read you just a few of the lyrics. The dolphin captain shook his head over the triangle waves with globular ship forging ahead as had been for many days. We're heading to Octangoland. The shout is this that's heard. Soon to arrive, soon we'll be there, soon, yes, that's the word. Oh, Octangoland, Octangoland, the dolphin will take us there. We'll swim in the sea and tickle the earth and play checkers in the open air. And you'll see, if they put the graphic back up, you'll see little hands, upside down hands, with one upside down shoe on their head walking around tickling the earth. So, nothing at all weird about that. So what I want to do is just wrap up with a song I really like, and it truly is one of my deeper songs. It's something that was inspired by a lot of good stuff in my life. So I hope you like this. This is called Anatomy of an Aspiration. Oh, I see you've heard it before. Well, I wish I could be in your armpit, snuggle up where it's so nice and warm. Oh, open up your heart and let me in your artery. Oh, save me a place under your arm. Well, some folks want to be a cop when they grow up. Some go into politics when they don't. Oh, I am going to be king of pornography, and you'll be the gal that makes all the guys groan. Hey, this was written in the 70s, okay? Oh, sing me a song that you've written, and I'll play for you a tune that I wrote. And chances will be they'll clash drastically, 'cause your flat head won't go with my sharp notes. Everybody sing along. Well, let me dive into your earwax, grease my hair back so I look so sharp. 'Cause if you let me there, you can flounder in my hair and surface for air when you reach the part. Thank you very much.